Today on MOE'S Toy Room, we're going to unbox from McFarlane Toys the very brand new Batman Flashpoint, and it's coming up next. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Toy Room, coming from my room to yours. And today we're going to unbox from McFarlane Toys. Here is the 22 points of articulation of the very brand new from the DC Multiverse line. Here is Batman Flashpoint. This bad boy is super beautiful as he is just kicking back right there behind his window of pain as he's locked in his plastic prison, just waiting to get released sometime now soon. You can see that whole front window right there. It's connected to that partial font that goes all the way around that decorates this guy, makes him look just victorious, makes him look just powerful, makes him look ready, like, hey, when I see that in the store, I'm buying you today. You're going home with me. That's what this box says. You turn right there to the side. There you go. You see some more info right there as you got the Batman and the DC Multiverse right there. We're going to turn this thing right here to the back, and you can see a beautiful piece of artwork that they do over there at McFarlane and McFarlane Toys, because everyone knows that Todd McFarlane is famous for doing comic books. That's what he did. And now he's branching off and he is global, huge global. This guy has it all. And right here you can see more right there as it says Batman Flashpoint, looking ever so sharp. This box just pops. And right now this bad boy looks like it is for 12 and up. So if you are 12 and up and you like what you see, convince your mom and dad. Or if you have any little spare change off to the side, go on over, hit up your local Target, because I got this bad boy this past weekend for $17.99 US. They had a sale on them. I got this one. I got a few others that I'm going to review, and I have reviewed one already. All right, folks. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy right out of the box to save some time, and we're going to be right back. All right, folks, so we're back, and this thing brung a few pieces to it. And one thing really important that I want to stress on a lot of companies, that if they tend to watch this, please throw in a stand. McFarlane's doing it, and you guys can get these things a dime a dozen. Just, they're probably maybe not even a cent to make. Throw it in. It will help us out a lot, as McFarlane has threw this thing in, and you can see that DC right there. Really sharp. Good touch, McFarlane. Good touch. I'm loving it. Now we're going to go through some of his arsenal that this guy has brung. He has brung these straight up guns, just ready just to go to town, blow some people away, get all those robbers, chase down jokers, chase down scarecrows, everybody else that he needs to do. He brings two of them. So there you have it. They tend to look to be the same. So there you have it. All right, and then he also brung that artwork that was on the back of the box. He brings a card inside of that same artwork. And McFarlane's known for doing these cards with the artwork, because I have the original Spawn ones from back in the day, and they're really gloss covered on those ones in particular, and they're really nice. And at the same time, the More Creations, I believe that's their name, they came out with the Lady Death versions that also came out at around the same time. They were like that. The cards were just a hair bigger than these ones, but I like how McFarlane is just keeping it real, throwing that in for all his fans. And then here is the man of the hour right here. Here is the Flashpoint Batman. This guy looks ever so sharp. He has the nice little points right here on his cape. He just looks ferocious. He kind of looks like a Ben Affleck a little bit in the face with that big square jaw, you know, that rough edged look. Kind of does. So what I want to do is I want to give this guy a little turn right here. He looks pretty good. Nice cape. This cape is nice and like a rubbery material. Very good quality. You can see how much they mold it and sculpt it all throughout this cape to make this figure pop and do what he's designed to do. Just look nice, but be very nasty. This guy's tail of the tape today weighs in at roughly, his tail of the tape is around 7 inches tall. And then centimeters wise, he is looking at around 19, if not close to that. All right, folks. So right now it's review time, and this guy is looking ever so sharp right here. We're going to start with his head. His head does go down a little bit. Does it go up very much? Yeah, it does look up somewhat. Okay, we're going to turn him to the side. Can he hit that Michael Myers? Not as good. That ball joint is, I think it's just fitting on his head because his neck is so thick right here. So I think it's just barely fitting onto his head for that way the Michael Myers can barely do it. Okay, the Linda Blair, spin the head all the way around. Yes, it did. The head did not fall off at all. This figure is made to last and seems to be very toyetic right off the top. And right here you can see his big symbol, that Batman symbol that just pops out at you right there on the screen. I'm loving this whole thing. Okay, so we're going to go to the arm right here. We're going to see if he has that shoulder hinge. Yes, he does. He has. They call it a butterfly hinge joint. And if any of you, none of you have never seen one, it is, you can see right there where that socket's in there. You see that? It allows that shoulder to shift forward and backwards, just like that. Okay? And then you could get up, down movement, but it's a separate piece and it's right there. It's going to be a little hard to see with the cape right there. You could see it. Okay? That right there is the butterfly hinge joint. And not all figures have that, but McFarlane Toys is starting to be known for doing that. So he has it on both shoulders, and it allows the shoulders to easily make this guy come up 90, even with this heavy cape on him. He does have that bicep swivel right there. The bicep swivel is right there. If you're not familiar with what a bicep is, it is right there. It is that cut right there, and it makes that bicep swivel separate from the shoulder, and then you have that hinge joint right in there, that butterfly hinge. And then if you go right down here, he does not have any swivel at the elbow, but he has a pin there, and there, one of the pins is hid underneath this gauntlet right here, that's sticking out. And this gauntlet is fairly hard, so be careful if you have small children around the house. It's a hard plastic, so just be careful. But they managed to hide one in there, for that way this Batman is very mobile. And you could do a lot with them. Look at that. Okay, you get a lot of movement out of there. That's that articulation. All right, so we're going to see if he has any movement there. No, he does not. He does have movement in his wrist area right here. And it goes back and forth very easily. Look at that. You can see that ball joint right there, that small ball joint. I'm sure it has a little pin that connects into his arm somewhere. We're going to the left arm, which may be on your right. Same exact thing. Hits up 90. Very, very good. Has that butterfly hinge. It's shown already. But also has that bicep swivel, which is a super nice touch. And you can see that line right there. He has a pin there. Same as the other arm. And he has that double jointed elbow, because these guys are made to fight. Okay, that's what it is. And McFarlane is doing that. And also the same thing, beautiful movement at the wrist. This hand is, yeah, it feels good. So hopefully we'll see hand spins all the way around. Very good movement. Very toyetic. I'm going to say it right off the top. And right below this beautiful area, I'm saying this area is just so dang nice. Look how nice that looks. It just pops. It has a nice gloss to it. It has a red undercoat underneath that. Connected to his attire, his wardrobe. You can see how he would look from the back. Okay, some of you want to see that back area right there. Okay, well, what we have right here is below the chest cavity right here, below his chest. He has swivel there. Okay, he has movement, a lot of movement. That's to get him to explode, to be flying, to come over, to get all that movement in there. Okay, they threw that swivel movement in there for us. And this is $17.99 figure. I got this bad boy on sale and it's brand new. But now when you go lower, he should have some swivel at the waist. And let's see if he does. I'm not getting none. Maybe the cape is, I'm not getting no swivel at the waist. He might have some, but I'm not getting it. I think this is what we got, folks. I think this is it. Okay, so we got right here his utility belt. His utility belt is nice, and it's a nice darker red right here. It has some kind of like darkness to it that they threw on there. I think they call it like the acid wash that they kind of throw on it a little bit. They kind of threw it on the holster area and all that stuff quite a little bit. So this thing it can literally separate from him. So it's not real rough material. It's nice. It's a nice rubber material. And I'm sure some of you are wondering, does the guns go inside of there? Let's find out. We're going to find out together. All right. There's one. And all right, let me see here. Let me get this guy up in there. And there's two. He's locked and loaded and ready to rumble. All right, so we're going down to his leg area. We're going to go to this right leg, which may be on your left on screen. We're going to lift that leg straight up, and we're going to see if he can hit that Anderson Silva kick with that utility belt on. Not bad. Pretty good. Really good movement on this. And I can't stress it enough. Very toyetic. I'm loving this piece. Piece is really nice. We're going to throw this guy to the side. See how much of a Bruce Lee kick he can get. It's decent. Nothing to complain about. It'll do what it needs to do, especially with these big old boots on, right? Okay, so does he have some swivel at the hip? He does have movement at that hip. I don't know if you could fully see it, but that hip shifts a little bit. Okay, it shifts. So that's a really nice touch. These guys really thought it out when they thought about this figure. Does he have an upper thigh swivel? No, he does not. He does not have swivel at the knee, but he has a pin there, double jointed knee all day long. This Batman is serious company right here. This guy, when he shows up, if you're on his wrong side of the list, kabang, you're gone. All right, does he have swivel at the boot? Can't get no swivel there, but I can get movement at the actual boot in the ankle area. Has a very nice rocker on it. And to the side, down, up, toe tilt. Very nice touch. And look at that. Look at the bottom of the boot. It's even etched out like the boot. I mean, nothing is in the way. This is just so detailed. I can't express it enough, from his knee pads all the way down. The only thing that I'm not digging right now is right here in the ankle area. You could really see that joint. But I think that they had no other choice. Now that I thought about it, I've seen it on the other figure that I just reviewed too. I think that McFarlane Toys kind of didn't have a choice, because I think if they hit it too much, they wouldn't have all that movement. Okay, so they were trying to get toyetic with this guy. All right, so we're going to the left leg, which may be on your right. We're going to check out that Anderson Silva kick. Very nice. That's the one he knocked Vitor Belfort out clean when they fought in the UFC. And then the big Bruce Lee kick, the one that he landed on big 7 foot, whatever he is, 7'4", Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He might even be even taller. Bruce Lee is well under 6 foot and still landed that kick. And he also, this guy also has that movement in the hip, double jointed knee all day long. It goes down. So it goes here, and then it should shift again. You can see that hinge. Okay, it goes even more than that, but I'm not going to stress it too much. And then he has that side rocker on the foot. Foot spins really nice. Down very easily, up very easily, effortless. And then the toe bend right there. All right, so this guy is super awesome, and he's really cool, and I like the way that they made him. Let me turn him around for you guys to see him with these guns. I like the way that he's made. I think it's pretty cool, as to the fact that McFarlane was given a license to do Batman, correct? And now he's given us like a lot of Batman. Okay, so for all you Batman lovers out there, you're getting a whole lot of Batman right now, because McFarlane is just letting him out. He looks just sharp, ready to rumble. Let's see, like here, if he was in a bind where he needs to go, and let's see how good he looks on his stand. Where's that hole on his? All right, folks. There you have it, right there. Look at that. Throw his card right in front. Now you have that photo op piece. Looks just really, really good. Am I got him looking real good right there? Yeah. He looks just super sharp. Look how he looks from the back. Look at that. Look how good that looks. All right, folks, so we're getting ready to wrap this thing up, and we're going to be right back. All right, folks, so we're back, and we're going to wrap this thing up, which leads us to this. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel and you liked what you see, go ahead and subscribe now and hit that bell for notifications. For that way, you know when the next video like this one hits. And also, you could follow us on Instagram at MOE'S Toys. It's MOESTOYS. We are on Instagram. And we are also on TikTok. And we're starting to do a lot more TikTok videos out there. And people are starting to follow us on there. And you could go to MOE'S Toy Room on TikTok and check out the updates. Check out these videos as we're prepping this video to do. You can see us at TikTok on MOE'S Toys. And from MOE'S Toy Room to yours, everyone. Hopefully you enjoy this one. Good night.